Welcome, and thank you for your interest in Electratherm and the Power Plus generator. Electratherm is a renewable energy company, and we are focused on heat to power generation. We were founded in 2005 and became part of the Bitzer Group in 2016. We have a leading engineering team with expertise in organic Rankine cycle design and application. We have successfully developed the Power Plus generator with more than 80 units installed worldwide and a combined fleet time of 1.5 million hours. Our first commercial unit was installed in 2011, and that unit is still in operation today. Our office and manufacturing is located in Flowery Branch, Georgia, USA. As we said, we're part of the Bitzer Group, which is an international recognized independent specialist that does refrigeration and air conditioning technology and also does heat to power generation. So the Bitzer Group has been providing solutions since more than 80 years and is quite a large private company. So what is a low temperature ORC? It is not a mythical character from Middle Earth in winter. A low temperature ORC is a heat engine designed to generate electricity at heat temperatures up to 150 degrees Celsius. The Electratherm Power Plus generator is specifically designed to use low temperature heat resources to generate high value electricity from a wide range of heat sources. So how we work is very similar to a steam cycle, but with a low temperature organic working fluid. So we have a heat source, which for us is a hot water. Hot water enters an evaporator, passes through the preheater, and then returns back to the heat source. We then need a condensing circuit, so we have cold water into the condenser, removing heat out. The working fluid circuit starts off with a low pressure liquid, goes to a high pressure liquid, high pressure vapor, and a low pressure vapor. And the pressure difference between the high pressure vapor and low pressure vapor is what turns the expander and generates electricity. So the higher we have the hot water temperature in and the lower we get the cold water in and the condensing circuit, the more energy that we can generate. So the Power Plus generator family consists of two main units, the 4400B, which has a power output to 75 kilowatts, and a 6500B, which has power outputs up to 125 kilowatts. We are currently developing a new system, a Power Plus B250, which will have increased output up to 250 kilowatts. And it will have a larger capacity expander and increased heat exchanger capacity. And that is due for release during 2021. Another more exciting product we've recently developed is the active cooler, the AC800 and the AC1800. This is a self-powering engine cooler designed to replace traditional power-consuming radiators. It uses the waste heat from the jacket water system to generate power via an internal ORC, and that power powers all the pumps and fans. The AC800 is due for release later this year, and the AC1800 is due for release in 2021. So this gives you an idea of our equipment layout. You can see there the green monster, the expander. In the lower left corner, you see the feed pump, and from the rear, we have the condensers, our preheater and evaporator. It's a well-engineered, compact unit. So the power plant is a Bitzer expander, and this is a semi-hermetic expander, which means there's an integrated induction generator. There are no shaft seals between the expander and the generator. It has a much less complex oil circuit. So the high pressure comes in onto the left-hand side there, passes through the expander, which then turns, drives the generator, and the low pressure is released from the other end of the expander. So we use hot water as our heat input. And the reason we do that is because water is an excellent carrier of heat with known properties for heat transfer. It is safe and non-toxic. It is not an invisible killer. It will not damage the environment. It easily moves through pipes, allowing the placement of equipment to suit facility layouts. For the working fluid, we use an R245FA. This working fluid has a proven performance as an ORC working fluid, boils at 15.5 degrees Celsius. It's approved under the Montreal Protocol, non-flammable, environmentally safe, and non-ozone depleting. It has a net GWP of 858, which is in the moderate range. However, Bitzer and Electratherm are at the forefront in testing of the next generation set of working fluids. And what we are looking for is a working fluid with similar properties to the 245 FA, has a net GWP of less than 1, and is available from multiple sources. So the key advantages and benefits of the Power Plus generator will include that it's a commercially proven and reliable technology. As we said, we are operating in 10 countries on 3 continents with over 1.5 million hours combined runtime. 20 units are currently installed in the UK. Generates renewable energy from a small footprint with a low visual impact. No big towers and no reflection from PV panels. Its versatile application, CHP capability, its robust modular design with ease of installation, operation and maintenance. The twin screw expander power plant operates at a low speed and under variable heat input. It is supported worldwide by the BITSA International Service Network, Greenpoint, and it provides you with an economic solution for converting a waste resource into high-value electricity. When we do a project evaluation, we use our own internally prepared system. So the first thing we do is look at the cooling method, whether we're using a radiator or using water as our condensing circuit. We then select the expander, the type and the grid. So it's 50 Hertz, a 6500B plus power generator. We add the heat input. We put in our cooling water input. Now, if we're using a radiator, we enter the ambient air temperature. If we're using an alternative source, we put in the cold water temperature. We press click here to calculate, and we then get our results, which is 125 gross power and 104.7 net power for this particular application. So as I indicated, the Power Plus has many wide applications. We're a very versatile piece of equipment. Originally, we were designed for using the waste heat from engines, and it doesn't matter what fuel you use, whether it's diesel, LNG, biofuels, or the next generation fuel such as hydrogen, where it's even more important due to the cost of the hydrogen. So with around about 40% available as a recoverable waste heat, we can add extra energy efficiency to the system. For bioenergy, we will take biomass and biogas. We burn them in a boiler, and we then take the hot source from the boiler into the Power Plus generator. Nature's power can be in the form of microgeothermal or solar thermal. So in the top right-hand picture, that is a picture of an installation in Japan where we're on a small microgeothermal. We take the hot water, we're generating electricity, and at the same time, cooling the hot water, the geothermal water for other uses. And the solar thermal uses the same system, except we use the sun to heat the water. For waste to energy, we do incineration. We take waste heat, normally from a secondary chamber. We then convert that into hot water in a heat exchanger and generate power. And we make certain this is done without disruption to any emission controls needed. The efficient use of resources. Now, flaring is being reduced. And the UN has taken action to eliminate flaring wherever it can. And we have done a proof of concept where we've taken the flare in through to a boiler, and we then use the hot water from the boiler to drive the Power Plus generator. And this is a picture of a trial that we did in an oil field in northern USA. We will also take industrial waste heat. So if you have heat, we have a solution, and we can generate baseload renewable energy from that heat. This just gives you an example of some of the projects we're undertaking. We're using a 3-stage cooling, so we're using the Power Plus to actually cool the condensate. So what do we offer? We offer a commitment to work cooperatively with our clients. We'll generate baseload renewable energy using a primary or waste source. We'll give you a submission of quotation and help you with a turnkey offer. We'll provide a technology advanced solution based on proven technology in commercially operation using a standardized design. And we give you access to an international team experienced in the power generation systems for ORC. So this is just some pictures of a recent installation. This is in Germany. And this is an installation in Alaska. So we are here. We do have a solution. We can work with you to bring your project to success. and I thank you for your interest.